Hey guys, Liatane here, and mostly on this channel I look at nostalgic movies, TV shows, and video games, but today I want to have a look at something new. I want to have a look at The Hollow and tell you guys if it's worth it or not. Netflix is a big powerhouse of a company with its streaming service and original shows. One of the latest shows to come from this is called The Hollow. Released in June 2018, this American-made cartoon has a very mysterious start when three teenagers wake up trapped in a room together with no memories. The only way out of the room is a single vent, and the only other thing in the room is a typewriter. Naturally, the kids freak out and ask questions about their life choices before finding a paper in their pocket with their name. Meet Adam, Kai, and Mira. They soon learn by pressing the keys on the typewriter that a path opens up to the vent and the room starts filling up with noxious gas. That's nice. Getting out only adds to the strange circumstances that these teens are in. Now they are in a mysterious forest with killer dogs, no less. Man, these kids just can't catch a break. Who are these kids? Why are they here? What are they supposed to do? How will they survive? And more importantly, who the hell is this weird guy? From the trailer and the first episode, I was immediately hooked because I love a good mystery, especially one that spans an entire season. Don't get me wrong, I like single episode mysteries as well, but in that case you have to get all of the characters in play, and you have to get the mystery, and you have to get all the clues and solve it within a single episode. And usually that means it's a lot quicker. When you have an entire season, you can take it slow, and that's what this show does. The first 5 episodes, you are given very little in terms of clues, in terms of what's going on. It's just all mysterious. By episode 6, you do get a major clue about what's going on, and by episode 9, the mystery is pretty much solved, so it doesn't drag on too long, but it does give you a nice slow burn throughout the season. If I were to describe the feel of this show, I would say it sort of feels like a video game or like a Dungeons and Dragons game. It has a big sense of adventure to it, with the characters all growing from start to finish. They each have a special ability as well, which adds to that role-playing feel. Adam is fast and strong, Mira can talk to animals, and Kai is sure to have a power, right? Because everyone else does. When I run a role-playing session, this is what I go for. Mystery, fun, with some powers thrown in. Now this show is aimed more for teenagers, so I'm not technically the target demographic, but I still enjoyed it. And as such, the mystery is not going to be super deep or involved like a show like Lost, because that's just way too crazy. So this one's a little bit more simplified, which is fine for what it is. Also, because it's only 10 episodes long and each episode's only 25 minutes, it's surprisingly short. You can binge watch it an entire day, just like I did. To keep you interested, each episode has a different theme to it, like the forest or a desert, which also goes with that video game feel. And to go with each area, there are new characters, each with their own quirks and personality. Some of these are so much fun, like Death, and some of them are really interesting, like that weird blue guy. Also, the animation is fairly decent. It is expressive and has a lot of color to it, though it is kind of blocky. It's not for everyone, but honestly, I think it's pretty good. It's nothing like Disney, but it honestly does its job. When researching this show, I came across 2 major complaints for it, and the very first one is Kai, because his characterization is not handled the best. Now with Adam, he is the strong leader type, but he does have his faults throughout the show. He doesn't do everything perfectly first go, and he's a little bit hot-headed. Mira is a bit more of a balance between all of the characters, where she is level-headed and she does think on outside of her feet, and she's like really nice and calm, and she like keeps the team together, and so she has a role to play. But then Kai is supposed to be the jokester, but he's also fairly pessimistic, so most of the time throughout the show he's like, we're gonna die, we're all gonna die, or we're dead, or you know, there's no way we can do that, we're not gonna survive. And it doesn't stop there, he also complains about the other characters. Now, at the start of the show it's much more prevalent because he doesn't know who he is, he doesn't know what's going on, but as the show goes on, he does get better. He's become slightly less annoying. Personally, I didn't find him too bad. There were times where I didn't like him, but honestly, he wasn't like a be-all, end-all kind of character, like if you didn't like him then you can't watch the show. I didn't think he was as bad as people said, but to each their own. The second main complaint has to do with the spoilers of this show, so definitely skip ahead to this time here if you want to enjoy the show for its own worth and not get any spoilers, so you have been warned. So let's talk about the end of the show, and the mystery at that. They were stuck in a very elaborate video game. So we meet another group of 3 kids that have powers and seem to know more about what's going on than our heroes, and the purpose of this game is to find a talking tree, get her branch back, and then defeat the final boss, all before the other team does. That's a fine enough idea and is one of the things I guessed, especially when you start to see the world glitching, but I was hoping for it to be a little bit deeper than that. Our main characters win the game, of course, and it shows us that the weird guy is actually the host, and when they enter the game they lose all of their memories and they pick a power just before they go in order to help them. The show wraps up well enough before showing a teaser of one of the other team's eyes glitch out, and I honestly didn't like this ending. So here are a few quick fire questions I had. What is the point of this game? Do they win prizes or something? It seems stupid that they lose their memories. What if neither team figure out how to escape? What would happen if both teams lost and died? What happens if someone dies? Do they have lives? What is up with the ending? Are they still in the game, or is Kai just experiencing hallucination after being in the game for so long? How did the other team figure out it was a video game so fast, especially if their minds were white? The show implies that they are cheating, but how? And why are they not reprimanded? With all the people they help along the way, I thought they would come back in a significant way, but they don't. Why is that? In my opinion, I think that The Hollow was worth it. It was surprisingly fun, short, and interesting. The mystery does a good job at keeping you interested in the show. The characters are fairly well done, the action is well animated, and I honestly had fun watching it. Because it is so short, you can get through the entire season fairly quickly, and if you don't like Kai like a lot of people don't, then you don't have to continue watching. Or you could, because it is so short. There are some problems with this show, and it's not perfect like Kai, and especially the ending, which a lot of people complain about, but honestly, it's fine for what it is. I would like to see a second season where they expand upon some of the things that they left hanging in the first one. I don't know if we'll get it or not, but here's looking forward to that. So guys, tell me what you thought about The Hollow. Have you seen it or not? It's a fairly new show that's on Netflix, and as you can tell from a lot of my videos recently, I've been watching a lot of Netflix stuff, because that's what everybody does nowadays. But tell me what you thought about it, if you liked the mystery or not, if you liked the ending, but try and keep spoilers to a minimum in the comments in case people want to see the show. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!